I'm Tim Nielsen, owner and founder of Venture Hunting and Outdoors. I'm here with a crew from Venture in North Queensland, hunting introduced species. Chital deer, exotic and elegant, they are now part of Australia's complex introduced wildlife story. Native to the Indian subcontinent, the small deer are recognisable by their spotted reddish-brown coats. Hinds are especially small, but now we have our meat animal. I'm after a big set of antlers.
So pretty spectacular waking up to this. We're sitting on the banks of the Burdekin River. It's a massive river system in North Queensland that sort of is just outside of Ayr. Look at this amazing river. It's salt water. Been fish jumping here all night. I don't think I'd go in for a swim. I think there'd be too many crocs in there.
We've already seen a lot of deer, but not many stags.
You don't know.
Chancey, our local hunting guide, assures us to start our hunt a bit later than normal. The deer are entering their rut, so they're very active, fighting and breeding during their normal waking hours. They'll come out to feed mid-morning or when they get hungry.
So we'll go up here. We're going to scoot around this side of this bank.
Yep.
We're going to get up in that corner up there with that bushes, and we're going to poke up and we're going to really fucking scout that flat.
We've spotted a large mob of deer. We're going to move along the dry creek bed, taking cover to not spook the hinds in a hope a stag will show up.
Deer behind that wall there, and we blow them.
Yep.
They're either going to go left or right,
Yep.
which then they're going to pick that other big mob up there, and they're going to get all antsy. If we can keep them the way they are.
Yep.
Slow in this area.
On occasion, we're forced to cross open ground, huddling together, moving very, very slowly. Spook one of the 100 hinds in this paddock, and the hope of a morning stag is over. After stalking about a kilometre, we pop up from the dry creek bed where we have eyes on a mob moving about in the shade of the trees just at the edge of the mangroves. Chancey slips out back to the buggy to go set up one of the other hunters. He warns us not to head into the mangroves due to the saltwater croc and the testy, calving buffalo mothers.
The ones in that dark bush, they're all starting to get up now. Yeah, I think there is a stag in there. So there's about 6 or 7 of them standing up now.
A few of the hinds from the mob get a little too close, so we retreat 100 metres up the creek bed to wait.
So we've been stalking a mob of does over here. There's about 30 in the mob. A couple of spikers. We haven't seen any big stag, but we think there's some in the mangroves behind. So it's giving about like 20 minutes. We're in a really good position here. If they do show up, we can get a good shot on them. So, crossed.
Unfortunately, as the mob crossed in the open, we saw only hinds and spikers, and after a tough morning of stalking, we'd given up. After refreshing at camp, we head out to a location not far from our morning mission, when from the buggy, we spot some hinds. We leave the buggy behind and pursue. Finding a nice open spot with deer moving in the shadows of the trees, we hunker down and wait. Hopefully the presence of hinds means some stags are nearby. In the distance, a herd of buffalo cross open land in search of a waterhole, 500 metres away, too far to take a shot with the 357 H&H Rigby I brought along in case a big bull were to come in close. We wait patiently, and eventually deer start to appear. Stags are close behind. take a shot. The deer is mortally wounded.
Getting ready for the buff now. We saw a herd of about 30 big buffalo across this plain. There's a water hole over here. I've just shot a stag, and now we think the buffalo might come back and do a bit of a runner for it. They don't know where we are, so I might get a chance. We've got about half an hour before we better go and find our stag. Otherwise we'll run out of light.
Sure enough, the buffalo come past us again, only a lot closer. It's only half the herd, cows and calves, scared from the shot. We hold still, waiting for a bull to follow the cows, but the buffalo suddenly turn towards us, walking in our direction.
We start waving at him. They were walking straight into us. We had to show them where we were.
After revealing our position and the light starting to wane, I decided to look for my stag, a task easier said than done in the fading light and thick bush. Finding him just as the sun had set seemed a fitting end to a great day hunting.
Nice work, Timbo.
Some blood, didn't he? We drag him a bit closer or bring the buggy?
We took him back to camp to process him and hear how the other crew had fared.
Got one.
Tomorrow, my sights are set to buffalo.